Photos to test your intelligence. Take the challenge to test your intelligence with this picture quiz to see if you're able to crack all the images. Exercise your brain to check your IQ. Number 1. Woman in front of the window booth of these pictures looks exactly alike. Most people's eyes would stay up toward the woman and compare the scene outside her hair, clothing, and even the curtains. If you move your eyes back and forth between the two pictures, they look exactly the same. The difference is in a place where your eyes would not naturally gaze to. First, the floor. The real difference is at the right of her feet in the photo. On the left, there's no mouse hole, and on the right, there is one. Number 2. Engineering. This one's a bit harder of the photos to test your intelligence because there's so much detail in these photos. Like our previous photo, the difference between the two photos is the green mechanism to the bottom right of the screen. Like the previous photo, your eyes won't naturally fall on the bottom of the screen because there's so much detail to look at the top of the photo. Don't be surprised if this one took you a long time. It does for most people. Most people will automatically focus on the 3 holes in the machine above the green mechanism. Even the temperature on the thermometer is suspect. You also had to count all the bolts and brackets, the blue hoses in the photos, and had to be compared. Were there any missing in either photo? Were they the same length? Were they the same color? This one's very tricky. There's so much going on in the photo that each little detail needed to be checked to be sure you didn't miss anything. Number 3. The Mona Lisa. This is one of the hardest pictures to find the difference in. If you look on the left side of the woman, you'll notice that the background goes down much further, right by her arm in the photo on the left than it does in the photo on the right. It's very subtle, but it's there. Most people look for a difference in her smile, a change in her eyes, and you may even have counted her fingers. These photos take a keen eye to spot the difference. Number 4. Space photo. This photo is relatively easy. However, you need to keep going back and forth between the two with your eyes. Because there's so much detail, you need to check if every planet, if every star are in both of the photos. You also need to check if the monster in the sky is the same in both pictures. And even the boy in the spaceship. Did he have the same face? Does he have the same hair? Can give you a headache after a while. The answer is actually with the hole in front of the boy's spaceship. The hole on the left is much smaller than the hole on the right. If you're lucky enough to set your gaze there the first time, you may have gotten it right away. If not, I hope you enjoyed the back and forth that it took to finally spot that difference. Number 5. The city. This picture brings your eyes to the towers on the building. On the left, you may have started counting them. Even the train is suspect. You may have counted the windows on the train to check to see if the cloud formation was different in one photo than the other. The actual difference between the two is in the upper right-hand corner of the photo. On the right, there's a plane in the sky, and on the left, there's no plane. If your eyes went directly to the top of the photo, you got it right away. Your work is done. Yet, though, there's actually a second difference in this photo. In the clock on the left, it's 10 to 10. In the clock on the right, it's 4 o'clock. Since the other photos contain just one difference, this one's a bit more tricky. Number 6. Be spherical. Sculptures. This is one of the easiest photos so far. Your eyes are immediately brought to the answer in the photo. On the left, there's a branch hanging in the left corner of the photo. There's no branch in the photo on the right. If you missed this one, you've probably been missing them all. The branch hanging in front of the photo is not subtle at all. It jumps right off the page at you. This was an easy one. Number 7. Disney World. This photo was taken at Disney World, and it contains a great deal of detail. Not only are there all the Disney characters posing in the shot, you also have to check both castles, which contain a lot of detail in themselves. If you couldn't find something there, you had to check the flags to make sure that they were identical, and that nothing was left out. There's also the sky with the clouds and the power lines. This one will take you a while, unless you're very observant. There's so much detail to go back and forth to compare. If you're a huge fan of Mickey Mouse, your eyes focused on him first. If that's the case, you might notice that his ear in the photo on the left is light black with a dark outline. You see in the other photo, it's completely colored in. Another test: optical illusion to test your IQ. An optical illusion is a mind-bending, deeply fascinating, shape-shifting image of an object or drawing or people that challenge the brain's way of perceiving things. There are many types of optical illusions, like physical, physiological, and cognitive illusions. These optical illusions are also a part of the field of psychoanalysis, as they throw some light on how you perceive things. A normal human brain can look at things or images differently, forming a different perception from each angle. One such clever illustration can be seen in an image shared on social media with 5 animals hidden inside the tree. Only 1% of people can pass this photographic memory test. Optical illusion for IQ test. People with high intelligence can spot 5 animals in the tree. Can you spot the doctor's patient in the optical illusion? The above image was shared on social media that presents a puzzle that requires you to spend hours taxing your brain. In this optical illusion, the image at first looks like a simple tree. However, there's a catch. In the tree, there are not 1 or 2, but 5 animals hidden inside it. So the trickier part of this optical illusion is to spot the face of 5 hidden animals. The image has left thousands of adults scratching their heads as they try to spy on the faces hidden within the tree. You can try and find them yourself, or you can keep watching to find out what's hidden in the image. Color you first see in this optical illusion tells you what kind of genius you are. Did you spot a rooster or a hen or chicks? Take a close look at the optical illusion image and try to spot the hidden animal faces inside the tree. It may appear too tricky to find the animal faces as they are so cleverly camouflaged among the slanted branches of the tree that it's almost difficult to spot them. So, did you spot a rooster or a hen or chicks? Well, the answer is a rooster, a hen, and 3 chicks are hidden inside the tree. Optical illusion for IQ test. People with high intelligence can spot camel's rider. If you look closely at the puzzle, you'll notice that the creature's shapes are formed by the tree's branches. And if you look more closely, you'll see that some of the leaves are actually the eyes of the animals. How many circles can you spot in the optical illusion? Can you spot an old woman or a young girl hidden in this century-old optical illusion? 3 chicks. Animal you spot first in the optical illusion painting will reveal your personality type. A rooster. Test your IQ by spotting all 7 people and a cat in this optical illusion. A hen. IQ test. What you see first reveals if you're left-brained or right-brained. It's been claimed that if you manage to identify the hidden animal faces inside the tree in just 25 seconds, it could be a sign of your extraordinary intelligence. Studies show that the more you exercise your brain with difficult puzzles, the smarter you tend to be. Test your IQ by spotting hidden panda in this zigzag optical illusion. Optical illusions always give some fascinating insight into how our brains work. Specific combination of color, light, and patterns can trick our brains into visually perceiving something that isn't there. So tell us, how many animals did you spot inside the optical illusion? The hidden challenges in the picture will remind you of your childhood riddles. However, the puzzle not only confuses you, but also tests your sharp mind. Whether you want to find hidden things in pictures, or you want to know the difference between 2 similar pictures, all require strong observation skills and patience. That's why even after hard work, you keep trying to find the hidden difference in the pictures, and finally, success is achieved only by those who do not give up fighting. There are 5 differences between 2 identical optical illusion pictures. The one who finds it in 20 seconds will be called a genius. There are some differences in the picture of the girl sitting with the rabbit, which you will not understand at all in a couple of attempts. The riddle of the image may perplex you. Find 5 differences in 2 identical pictures. It can be very fun to solve this puzzle hidden in the pictures, telling the difference between the 2 pictures. But you'll also have to prove your intelligence by telling the difference, which is not easy. This is a very sensible game, by which people in the city first consider it as a children's game. In fact, it shocks even the elders. You'll have to tell 5 differences in the pictures within 20 seconds. If you fail to do so, then your intelligence will be questioned. Only a genius can spot hidden face of jailer's prisoner. Can you spot Bull Master's hidden face? Only 1% of people can spot two hidden cats in this vintage picture. The above vintage picture is an optical illusion that shows a sketch of a circus master. Behind him, there's a circus tent. The man is carrying a trumpet and a sword. But did you see his hidden elephant's face in the picture? Do you think that you have an above-average intelligence? Well, it's been claimed that people with high intelligence can spot Circus Master's elephant in 10 seconds. Can you find the hidden assassin in the optical illusion? This optical illusion image is just another fun way to test your IQ. However, taking an actual IQ test is a good way of knowing your IQ level. It's trickier but easy to spot the hidden elephant's face inside the Circus Master's sketch. If you look closely at the sketch of the man, his overcoat is the face of the elephant. The tail of the coat is the trunk of the elephant. You'll now be able to spot the eyes and huge ears of the elephant on the back side of the man.